So if we look at the processing mineral processing working group, uh, we are supporting the GMG in their mission and vision, where it's all about collaboration and innovation and looking at best practices, also considering the future changes that we will see in mining and that we start to see in terms of the trends that's within the industry. And the mineral processing working group have three pillars on how we work. The first one is to develop best practices based on some specific projects we're targeting. And these best practices, when the steering committee was together, a big benefit for all of us is also to enable through the guidelines and the documents that we develop to have a base where future mineral processing engineers can also come and have a look at what is there and support them on their learning journey. Then we have collaboration and education, and this is through webinars like we have today, with different workshops where we participate in, group meetings, especially the working groups that have projects where people and experts come together, and even non-experts come together to help us to develop and define the processes moving forward. And then we have innovation, where there is future visioning workshops, where the steering committee gets together, um, where we are working together with some of the other GMG working sessions, where there is future vision designs, and then build our pipeline based on what we see there. Just want to add, I think it was 2023, Heather, if I remember correctly, there was a whole session where there was a working group to identify what is industry priorities on what we should look at. And that's why geometallurgy is currently in the front of our pipeline on the projects. So this is based on the needs from the companies and communities that we are actually working in our collaborative community. You can go to the next one either. So as I've said, we have the GeoMet working group. And when we started with this, as you can think, it is a very complex item to address, because this is one of those areas in mining where we work cross-functional with in an environment where there is no clear guideline on how this should be done. And also, even if there was guidelines, you work with different commodities, different types of sampling. Some materials have homogeneous characteristics. Others, like nickel, you basically design the process as per the ore body. So it's very difficult to get to a point where you have a standard. And it took us a while to think of how can we tackle this so that we can create value and not get lost in the complexity. And as a result, we've decided to develop a white paper. You can go to the next one, Heather. So what we're trying to do with this white paper was just to say, okay, in terms of our the working team, what do we define as geometallurgy, and how then can we break it up into smaller pieces to help us to be able to build and develop a guideline that we can distribute, as I say, before we get bogged down. And there you can scan the QR code if you want to see what we've published in 2025. Next one, we also had to be clear on what is out of scope, because there is a number of subjects that sit in here, like metallurgy, mineralogy, geology, mine planning, that is well defined, and we didn't want to include those subjects into our conversations and into the guideline, but rather focus on the areas that is currently needs a little bit more attention and alignment. So in the end, you can go to the next one either. We have identified topics that we then will focus on to help us to build out this whole concept of geometallurgy. So we've identified the topics that you've seen listed there, and then we've prioritized representative sampling and the common data reporting. And you will get a bit more updates on those two. That's progressing at the moment. And just we are getting to the final phases of the representative sampling where a guideline will be published soon for review. And so part of this discussion is also for the community then to look at the rest of the topics and start to help us to prioritize what is the next area that we'll be focusing on. So you can scan the QR code, then help us to identify which one of those topics you would want to see next in our project pipeline, and also indicate if you want to participate, if you want to lead, so that we can start to then pull in again on the community to help us to move forward into the next phase of our geometallurgical guideline development.